Welcome everyone to today's press conferences at the ICC Women's World Cup. We have India's Yastika with us. She's happy to take questions in both English and Hindi.
Hi, Yastika. Hard luck on the result today and well played. You were once again in a familiar position batting at number 3. What were the kind of conversations you were having with Mithali Raj in the middle? Because it was a crucial partnership for India to take the total team forward after the couple of early wickets.
Yeah, so the ball was swinging quite a bit, and the Australian pacers were making use of the wicket. So our conversation was that we have to stay on the wicket and get at least 4 to 5 runs, and make sure that we don't lose another wicket over there, and we carry the innings to at least 30-40 overs.
Also, one more thing, if I may,
Yes.
was there any trouble in while fielding with the ground dimensions and the light positions, catching under the lights? Was there any kind of trouble?
Catching is difficult over here, but still we have to do it, and the ground dimensions are little weird, but we didn't find anything like. We were standing ahead when in the square where the boundary was little big, and coming from the boundary where the boundary was short.
Thank you, and all the best for the next one.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're continuing with questions in English. Niharika?
Thanks. Hi, Yastika. Well played today. I want to know from you, did you have to make any adjustment in moving from opening to number 3, a place which is familiar with you?
Yeah, so just one thing sir told me, that don't play too aggressive. Just play your normal game, not over aggressive. And just take responsibility of the team and play. That's what he said to me. So that's what I made adjustment in my game.
Nice.
Okay, Kalyani and then Shubham.
Hi, Yastika. Hard luck on the result today. In the fielding today, Smriti Mandana was speaking to bowlers a lot, especially in the middle part, and it looked like she was marshalling the troops. Was it something you discussed in the innings break, or it was in the spur of the moment that it decided that she was taking it?
Yeah, Smriti being a senior player is stepped up when the team needed her. Means she was continuously talking. Mitali cannot every time be closer to the bowler. So senior players in our team like Smriti, Haridi and Juludi, they speak to the bowlers and give their guidance whenever needed.
Yeah, thank you for your answer and all the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Yastika. My question is to you is that we see that the Eden Park dimensions are too different. It's not a proper circular or a proper oval. Like the ground shape is different. So how you adjust to the targets? Like the boundaries are shorter, like you are targeting the areas there, or you are targeting according to naturally, like where the ball is going.
Yeah, as you would have observed in the last 6 overs, Pooja and Haridi made use of the ground conditions, and they hit sixes in the straighter area where the boundary is short. So that was in our plan, that we have to make use of the shorter boundaries and reverse in fielding when and bowling. We were bowling we were bowling where the boundary is big, so that they have more difficulty in scoring.
Yeah, all the best for the upcoming matches.
Thank you.
Okay, if there are any questions in Hindi, please go ahead. I don't think we have any more in English. Yeah, Purnima.
Can I go?
Yeah, Purnima and then Vinayak.
Hi, Yastika. Well played today. Hard luck on the defeat. I just have a question that, India ended up with 277. At one point, you looked comfortably getting 300 when your partnership was on, when they had 200 after 40 overs. And yet we ended up with 277. What did the team make of that total? Were you guys content with the total you had? Did you think it was defendable? Or, how did you approach the defense of 277?
Yeah, I think it was defendable total, and credit to the Australian batsmen the way they started. Means Healy and Haynes, they started very aggressively, and we would have liked a few wickets in the power play, and that would have turned the game. But they played really well.
Yeah,
Thank
Vinayak,
you.
go ahead now.
With the rest of the tournament.
Vinayak?
Hi. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry if I'm repeating a question. I just wanted to ask if Harmanpreet was okay to bowl. Has she been bowling in the nets? Did India miss a sixth bowling option today? What did you think about that, Yastika?
Yeah, Haridi is bowling in the nets, and we had it in our mind that we can use Haridi in the middle overs, but I don't know about what the captain and they had in their mind, but we will see in the future matches if we need Haridi, she can bowl.
Right. Thank you. Just if I can follow up, was there? I mean, towards the end, the last couple of overs, we saw how putting pressure on Meg Lanning, square of the wicket, was starting to have an effect. Did we miss a trick in not doing that earlier?
Yeah, we could have tried that earlier. That we could have kept 2 point and but still she was scoring throughout the region. So even in the onside, she was getting runs. So that player means one player we had to take out and keep there. So our plan was bowling stump to stump. So we had kept field for that, but she was finding a way to hit at point. So we could have kept it earlier, but it was according to a plan which we had.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Ben?
Thank you. I just wanted to ask, I mean, Australia came into this tournament as world number ones. They've won 5 games in a row here now. Is any team capable of denying them this trophy? How hard are they going to beat?
Yeah, certainly they have been playing superb cricket. Means their batters, everyone takes responsibility. Like Meg Lanning today, she just took it on herself to take the team over the line. Unfortunately, fortunately for us, like she couldn't do it, but she had that intent. So the team is quite hard to beat, but still we were quite close today, and we could have crossed the line. It could have gone either way. So there is nothing like they can't be beaten. Our team is really good, and we can do it for sure in the semifinals or finals.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Punya, Vinayak, do you have another question, or is that your hands raised from the previous times?
No, sorry, I forgot to lower my hand.
Cool. So that's about it. Thank you, Yastika. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.